Hi everyone, one of the stories that I've kept tabs on ever since I started this channel a year ago. I know, a year old this channel is now. Wow, I think we've just passed the year anniversary. Time flies. But one of the stories I've kept a close eye on is the Israel-Palestine situation. I'm sure you've seen this selection of photos here. This is Palestine before the UN resolution of 47-48. That's the UN partition. That's after the borders situation in 1967, the UN borders. That up there, that little green, that's West Bank. That's the area that's just a few miles long and that houses millions and millions of people in squalor and no electricity. It's been compared to an open-air prison, but open-air prisons are far more luxurious. And over there, 2012, you can see how the Israelis are just they're just wiping the Palestinians off the map. It's as simple as that. They're just wiping them off the map. This is genocide. This is apartheid, and it has to stop. And the fact that the United Kingdom and the United States are supporting this really just shows they don't give a damn about human rights. They don't give a damn. So there hasn't been much great to report on the situation in the last year. Thousands and thousands of people, tens of thousands of people have been shot in the Great March of Return, and I covered that last year. However, this is one of those situations where there is a little bit of good news, because Ireland have become the first EU country to ban Israeli settlement goods. This is part of the BDS movement, and this is the first EU country to actually do it. Middle East Monitor did a great little video just highlighting this, just put a load of clips together. I'm just going to play this. Enjoy.
We need to do the right thing here, and that is what that legislation simply sets out to do. Why should we turn a blind eye to blatant and flagrant breaches and abuses of international law?
The Occupied Territories Bill is a modest piece of legislation that stands up for basic human rights and international law.
It's simply not good enough condemning the ongoing expansion of settlements across the West Bank.
They're going to come to Netanyahu's response. Have a guess what Netanyahu said it was? Yeah, you guessed it. Of course he said it was anti-Semitism. Unbelievable. Their treatment of the Palestinians is anti-Semitic.
This outrage and offence which is being built up by Israel that we're somehow anti-Semitic. We're not. We recognise the state of Israel and we will trade with them. But they are on the offside line in terms of the occupied territories.
That's excellent. Well done, Ireland. Just a couple of things. The one guy talking there, blatant and flagrant abuses of human rights and international law. There are countless instances of this happening over the last year. Just the last year I've been doing it. I've catalogued many, especially with the Great March of Return last year, where hundreds of people were shot, including nurses and medics and journalists, and thousands of others were injured and maimed and had to have limbs cut off and blinded, etc., etc., etc. Frances Black there, the one Irish senator, said, and this is critical, she said that this is moderate that they're doing, and it is. It's a moderate step. which just shows you how powerful the Israel lobby is and how powerful that Israel country is, that this is just a moderate step, and so far only Ireland in the EU have done it. I hope that other countries are going to follow suit here, because we really need to ramp this up. It's an apartheid state. It's as simple as that. There is no hiding it anymore since they passed that law last year. It's an apartheid state. And for Netanyahu to come back and say it's anti-Semitic, well, what do you expect? This is the only defence that they've got to let them, you know, that will allow them carrying on and violating these international laws and human rights in the way that they are. BDS is the way to go. Well done, Ireland. Let's have the UK next, shall we? Let's get these Tories out and get a government in that actually really does care about human rights and international law. Wouldn't that be a breath of fresh air? For more truly honest, independent media like the video you just saw, please subscribe and click the bell below as well so you get a notification of when I drop further videos. If you also like and share and comment on the video as well, that really helps with the algorithm and boosts exposure. And if you can support me, please do so. You can do with any of the avenues on the screen at the moment and below this video. You can support me for as little as $1 a month on Patreon, and every dollar helps. We need your support at the moment. We do not have an operating fourth estate. I'm sure you're aware, a functioning media holding power accountable is vital for democracy. At the moment, we haven't got it. So people like me are having to fill their shoes and do the job for them with your support. Thanks very much for your support. Till next time. Peace and take care.